You're listening to the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, home of the #1 sports talk show on the planet, The Doug Stewart Show.
This is a revolution in radio, the realest, trillest sports talk show in America, The Doug Stewart Show.
Broadcasting live Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to noon Eastern Time, exclusively on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network.
This is sports talk for the people.
Follow Stewart Media and Entertainment right now on Facebook to stay connected and locked in for upcoming events like the Couples and Cocktail Series, viewing parties, and much, much more. Up next, get ready to ride raw with the Doug Stewart Show.
This is sports talk with hot sauce, Texas Pete hot sauce, the Doug Stewart Show.
Exclusively on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network.
Yes! We're doing some huge things here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, home of the Doug Stewart Show, and the biggest thing being broadcasting other shows. That's right, we're executive producing other shows and playing them on my network. You may have a fantastic show or podcast, but do you have listeners? We got listeners. Over 9,000 followers to the Doug Stewart Show on the Spreaker platform, as well as over 200,000 plus listens to the network itself. So here's what you do. Go to Fiverr.com, that's Fiverr.com, and search the Doug Stewart Show or Stewart Media and Entertainment and get all the details. Or just hit up the producer, Tree at TheDougStewartShow.com. That's spelled Trei. Tree at TheDougStewartShow.com, and come and do business with us on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Yes! From sporting events, concerts, and plays, Gistix has the best tickets for them all. The owner, a veteran and military spouse, founded the company set on delivering affordable prices for all the top events. Also, they sell 100% authentic signed memorabilia and quality fan merchandise. It's a one-stop shop for fans. Gistix was founded in 2014 by 4 fun people with military and DoD backgrounds that are fans of everything entertainment. They work hard at helping fans like us discover tickets for live entertainment at a great price, providing hard-to-find authentic sports items and merchandise. And they offer Easter eggs that give fans additional opportunities to purchase unique items. Active and non-military members receive an additional discount on event tickets and fan merchandise items as a thank you for your service. Again, Gistix is founded by fans, and they listen to other fans to understand the importance of service, price, and quality across the board for entertainment, memorabilia, and merchandise. Check them out at Gistix.com, spelled Gistix.com. Again, Gistix.com. That's Gistix.com. Hey, wait, get your hands off that dial. Now, today's show isn't live, but it's kind of live. As a matter of fact, it's very live. Yes! This is a rebroadcast of the Doug Stewart Show. Don't turn the dial. Stay here. Yeah, the Doug Stewart Show.
Doctor, this is the mayor talking.
All right.
Doctor,
Come on, what?
always do the right thing.
If you came here to hear for fake, you are in the wrong place. We are for real around here. We keeps it real. This is the Doug Stewart Show, the livest, the realest, the trillest sports talk show in America. Are you not entertained? This is Sports Talk with Hot Sauce, Texas Pete Hot Sauce, the Doug Stewart Show. Yeah! Game time. Yes, sir. It's game time, baby. Yeah. What's happening? Welcome to the Doug Stewart Show. And this is a Man Talk Monday. Yes, sir. And oh boy, there's a ton of things that we got to get to today, man. Unbelievable weekend in the world of sports and entertainment, man. So we're going to talk about it all today. But first, we got to bring that beat back one more time. Bring it back. Yes, sir. Bring it back. Bring it back. Yeah. Oh. All right, so October 12, 2015. Shouts out to all of the Stewies already in the chat room. Thank you. Hope you had a great weekend. I know I did. Before I even get into all of the highlights from this weekend, man, shouts out to all of the Stewies once again. Shouts out to everybody that's new listening to the Doug Stewart Show right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Trust me on this. If you're new, just trust me on this. The most interactive, the most fun, the most real sports and guy talk show in America is right here on the Doug Stewart Show. So Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Right here once again on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. I'm trying to get something situated here. And we have a great time, man. I read a lot of your chat messages. Make sure you go to Spreaker.com, follow the show. Make sure you follow the show and then hit the little chat bubble. And that way you can be totally interactive in our chat room, which we have the greatest chat room in America. In America, we do. I'm telling you. You'll see. You'll see. And then tell people that Doug Stewart, one half of the world famous Two Live Stews, is back. We actually been back for a while. We're over. We've crossed the 1 year anniversary of the show, and so we have a great time around here, man. We talk about sports and dude stuff like nobody else in America. Kind of like one of the reasons why we were exiled from radio for a couple of years, because we keep it too real. But we're back. Speaking of which, we are back. And it's official, man. We are back. Ryan Stewart is back. The Two Live Stews, Saturday morning, 640 WGST. If you listened to the show from the beginning, I think this past weekend was our 5th week doing the show. Every week he's kind of come in and, he's kind of got a little bit more loose and a little bit more loose. And this past weekend and the weekend before this weekend, he is just totally back to obnoxious-ass Ryan Stewart. Disrespectful. But it works. It works. Trust me, it works. It's a patented formula of ours. And so this past weekend on 640 WGST, man, real fun. If you haven't heard it, if you missed this past weekend's episode on 640 WGST in Atlanta, or you didn't hear it on iHeartRadio, first of all, shame on you. But secondly, you can hear it right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Just go to the website, to the page, and you'll see the little show photo or profile photo of the Two Live Stews. It's purple, and it's got the Two Live Stews logo in it. Check it out, all right? So ballers and busters from this past weekend, man. I want to give a shout out to everybody that traveled to D.C., man, for the 20th anniversary of the Million Man March. Justice or else, goddammit. Justice or else. That was the slogan. That was the hashtag that was going around America this past weekend. They're saying 1 million people were there. They're saying 1 million people were there for the second time in a row. Wanted to go, was not able to make it, obviously. Was down here this weekend handling business and working and all that stuff. But the chapter that I'm affiliated with here in Atlanta of Omega Psi Phi, Delta Mu Mu, they took a bus. We've actually got a sub group within the chapter called the Black Rhinos, and so it's basically a mentoring program for the kids. And we took a bus up there to DC, man. I saw a bunch of the pictures, man. The pictures are absolutely incredible. The pictures are absolutely incredible, man. Once again, another weekend of atonement and reflection, and to talk about some of the issues that we are facing in this country with this police brutality, Black Lives Matter, hashtag justice or else. Incredible job, man. Beautiful, just beautiful. Ball award to everybody that went. Big-ass ball award to everybody that went. Justice or else, goddammit. It's not really funny, but yeah, that's what it is. Terrible stuff been going on in this country over the last couple of years. And so kudos to everybody that made it up there for the Million Man March. This is the Doug Stewart Show, 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. You still can call the show old school style. and we take phone calls, once again, at 404-382-0338. You can also email me. We read emails as well at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. So we're gonna get into all of the football from this past weekend. Obviously, this part of the year is just so easy as pie because we're talking about the games. We are talking about the games. And in particular, the first game that I want to mention and highlight, man, is our hometown Atlanta Falcons. My gosh. My gosh. My gosh. Now, I'm going to sit back and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to enjoy this when I say this, okay? The Atlanta Falcons. Wait, no, nobody else. We talking about the Atlanta Falcons. We talk about the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons are 5-0. Good goobly goo. To quote a famous black man off of Sanford and Son, good goobly goo. I mean, I didn't see this, and I don't know of anybody that saw this coming. If somebody says they saw the Falcons at 5-0 at this point in the season, they a lie. Like my grandmother used to say, you a damn lie. You a damn lie. Not you're telling a lie. You're actually, we're turning a lie into a noun. You are a damn lie. And the Atlanta Falcons, man, are 5-0. I don't even know who to give the credit to. I guess what? You know what? Julio Jones got a ton of credit for the first couple of weeks. The last couple of weeks, they've kind of stifled him a little bit. He's working with an injury right now. So I'm going to go ahead and give the Baller of the Day award, man, to Devontae Freeman. The bootlegged beast mode. And I guess bootlegged ain't the proper term for him. They mentioned him in the AJC this past weekend, and someone made comparison to him to Marshawn Lynch, beast mode. And I tell you what, his running style, he runs downhill with a lean. It is very reminiscent. They even wear the same number. It's very reminiscent of beast mode, of Marshawn Lynch. Now, he's not Marshawn Lynch. I don't think he's as physical as Marshawn Lynch, but a poor man's beast mode, I think is proper. I think is prosper. And this past weekend, man, 27 carries, 153 yards, 1 touchdown. They called back the receiving touchdown, which it shouldn't have called back. And Devontae Freeman praised his holy name. All the man wanted was a chance, and he's got it, and he's run with it. He's run with it. And it's a great testimony for never giving up. Tevin Coleman, you've been Wally pipped. You'll never see that starting running back position as long as Devontae Freeman continues doing what he does week in and week out. Just a bunch of great performances by the Atlanta Falcons all the way around. Ball award to the Falcons. Ball award to the Falcons. When we get back from the break, all right, what we do on Mondays is we give ballers and busters, we call them. Some people call them game balls and goats. All I'm going to do today is read chat. We'll kind of preview and talk about some of the, or review some of the games from this past weekend in college and pro. There's football all day long, obviously. And I'm going to get your thoughts, man. But we're going to talk more about the Falcons when we get back. When we get back from the break, we're going to talk more about them Falcons. All right? We're going to do that. So if you're a Cowboy fan, or if you I don't know, a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan, just hold on for a second. Because we got to get these boys some conversation on this show. On this show, we're going to give them some conversation. You better believe that. Don't go away. Keep it locked. This is the Doug Stewart Show. You better believe that. In life, things happen, good and bad. And being prepared is always important. If you're like me, a husband, a father, and protector of that family tree, then your family is the most important thing in the world. 95 million U.S. adults don't have protection in place. So, What I've done is put my protection in the hands of the largest and number one independent financial services company in North America, and that's Primerica. They look out for middle America because they believe that offering the most competitive premiums only benefits the client and have been doing so since 1977. If you're a parent, husband, or wife and want to discuss options with one of Primerica's top reps, then call my guy, Greg Wynn, at 678-439-7172. Again, that's 678-439-7172, and he'll put your family first. And hey, tell him that Doug Stewart sent you. Yes! We're doing some huge things here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, home of the Doug Stewart Show, and the biggest thing being broadcasting other shows. That's right, we're executive producing other shows and playing them on my network. You may have a fantastic show or podcast, but do you have listeners? We got listeners. Over 9,000 followers to the Doug Stewart Show on the Spreaker platform, as well as over 200,000 plus listens to the network itself. So here's what you do. Go to Fiverr.com, that's Fiverr.com, and search the Doug Stewart Show or Stewart Media and Entertainment and get all the details. Or just hit up the producer, Tree, at TreeAtTheDougStewartShow.com. That's spelled T-R-E-I. Tree at TheDougStewartShow.com, and come and do business with us on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Yes!
National Debt Relief is one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies, made up of energetic individuals who are passionate about helping thousands of Americans with debt relief. Most importantly, we're all about helping our customers through a tough financial time in their lives with education and individual customer service. We're dedicated to helping individuals and families rid their lives of burdensome debt. Specializing in debt settlement, and they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditor and collection accounts. Providing clients with both expertise and proven results, this means helping customers in time of hardship to get out of debt with the least possible cost. It can also mean conducting financial consultations, educating the customer, and recommending the appropriate solution. Core Services offer debt settlement as an alternative. I repeat, alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, and debt consolidation. National Debt Relief is your #1 advocate group to help you reestablish financial stability as quickly as possible. So give us a call at 844-828-4975. Again, that's 844-828-4975, and work it out.
If you're not Stewart, what the hell are you doing? This is the Doug Stewart Show. What up, Stewies? Hope you had a great weekend. I'm sure if you heard the show on Saturday morning, the 2 Hour Stews, you like, yeah, them ninjas back. Them ninjas are back. But wow, it's only an hour, but it's the fastest hour on radio. And this is the fastest 2 hours on radio. So we did the show Saturday morning. And then Sunday, yesterday, man, one of the biggest tailgates that we've had in probably a couple of years. I take that back. We always have big tailgates, but I guess because the Falcons are undefeated, and I had mentioned it a couple of times last week, we had a bus come down from Charleston with a bunch of our frat from the Mu Alpha chapter in Charleston, South Carolina. So they bought a busload of dudes. So we hung out with them Friday night. And then Saturday they came to the tailgate before and after. So this weekend was a great weekend, man. And then the Falcons got a win in dramatic fashion. If you don't follow me on Periscope, you need to, because I whipped out the old Periscope a couple of times this past weekend. It didn't sound right. You know what I mean. All right, so I Periscoped a couple of times. This past weekend at the tailgate, man, and let y'all get a little inside look on how we get down, man. Uncle Ray came down from South Carolina, cooked fish and chicken all day long, man. Had that what they call it? Hoppin' John. He had some Hoppin' John. That's a South Carolina thing. And so it was a great weekend, man. It was a great weekend. If you came through the tailgate, man, thank you for coming through with your boys. Shouts out to 20 Grand Vodka. Wait a minute. Did I take a picture? Let me see if I took a picture. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Let me see if I took a picture. Let's see. Yes, I did. I took a picture of some of the empty bottles from this past weekend's tailgate of 20 grand vodka. And it looks like, what, 9 or 10 bottles here, man. So 20 grand vodka came through, showed a lot of love, man. And we just had a great, great time on yesterday, man. And, oh, yeah, at the end of the day, the moral of the story is the Atlanta Falcons are 5-0. Wow. Now, and you can give me a call, 404-382-0338. I'm going to get to some of your chat here in a second. Tree is not here today. She's actually at a horse convention where they actually trot out horses out there and you bid on them and you know, that type of thing. So Tree's away today. So I'm going to read some of your chat. I'm going to get to some of your chat, man, and your thoughts on this past weekend. The difference between this game, and I'm liking how the Falcons are finding ways to win, okay? They've had a couple of games where they had to grit it out, and they come from behind in the fourth quarter to win. They did that this past weekend as well. But they've had a game where they blew out a team, and last week in the Texans just destroyed them. And then they had this game here where they actually had to come from behind, even when they weren't having their best game. Now, clearly, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, clearly that may have been Matt Ryan's worst game that I've ever seen him play in an Atlanta Falcons uniform. Matt Ryan couldn't hit the backside of a barn yesterday. It's a country term, phrase. But he could not hit the backside of a barn yesterday, and the Falcons still found a way to win. 24 for 42. He did have a couple of good completions, but if you saw the game, very, very imprecise, not accurate at all, throwing the ball in the dirt, overthrowing cats over their heads, throws 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, QBR of 36, so not one of his best days, and we still win. That's saying a lot. This team is 5-0. Once again, they found ways to win when the chips were up against them. I think that's probably one of the better games that the Redskins are going to play. The Redskins defense, I'll give them credit. The Redskins defense is pretty solid. I mean, they played pretty solid, sure tacklers. They can't run the ball to save their life. They had 51 total yards rushing the ball, and it seems like that Matt Jones kid did a lot more than that. But he had 11 carries, 20 yards. Yeah. The guy that you at the end of the day, I thought this dude probably had, close to 100 yards, but no. The Falcons shutting them down. The defensive culture around their man has just totally changed. And once again, I've said this every single week, that the Falcons have found ways to win these games. These games that the Falcons are winning, we would have surely lost last year and the year before under Mike Smith. No disrespect to Mike Smith. No disrespect to Mike Smith. But if you're in this town, and you don't even have to be a Falcons fan, if you pay attention to the Falcons, okay, and if you watch these games over the last couple of years, sure as my name ain't Sam, the Falcons would have lost three out of these 5 games the last couple of years. They would have easily, and maybe 4 out of 5. Damn it, maybe all of them. But nah, such is not the case. I saw this morning on the Puppet Factory, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, I saw in the Puppet Factory, Chris Carter had made mention that he did this story on Julio Jones, I guess maybe in preparation for the Falcons game this Thursday night against the Saints. And so Julio's big conversation, obviously. And what Chris Carter said is something people don't know about the Falcons is how the team is just totally different, how they have the same players for the most part. And Julio said this, how they have the same players, but there's a total different culture out there. And one thing that he said that was very, very, interesting to me is that when you walk in the locker room now for the Falcons, Chris Carter said you hear rap music blasted. And I was like, what? This Falcon organization has been so reserved, and they've been like close-knit to the vest, or whatever that saying is, or whatever, and they always try to be professionals, this, that, and the other. You remember when Dan Quinn first got here, he had talked about how, I can't remember which song it was, I should have looked it up. He had said that there was some song, some rap song, that he says that he's a big fan of, or some rap artist. And so So Dan Quinn's bringing that kind of loosey-goosey feel to the locker room, man. Not as stuffy, having a good time. And the players respect that, I think. They've probably been, all up under Mike Smith. And this, once again, the organization has this feel like they're trying to be professionals. They won't hire or they won't sign any guys that have questionable character or whatever. And not saying that they are now, but that statement by Chris Carter really kind of struck me like, listen, this team is a little bit more loose. They're having a little bit more good time. They're a little bit new age. Chris Carter said they're kind of like the Seattle Seahawks East. And that's a tremendous compliment. It is. They're the Seattle Seahawks East. I absolutely love it. Ball award to Dan Quinn. Ball award to Dan Quinn. I mean, hell, even Roddy White caught a ball this past weekend. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. He actually caught 2. He was targeted 4 times. So Roddy's starting to come out of his shell. Once again, Julio, I think that he's not 100%. Obviously got a little issue with the hamstring. Julio dropped a couple of balls this weekend as well. I talked about Matt Ryan couldn't hit the backside of a barn. Julio dropped a couple of passes that he normally catches. So, once again, not their greatest game, and they come out with a victory. And once again, man, what more can you say about Devontae Freeman? And I saw somebody mention it in the chat, and we were giving all of them carries away to Steven Jackson, and you had Devontae Freeman right there. Now, once again, he was young, right out of college, and you probably got to learn the speed of the game, but that kid run hard. That kid runs hard as hell, man. Once again, a downhill runner. He got good moves. He's strong as hell. A touchdown he scored yesterday, man. He dragged 2 dudes in the end zone. He does. So he's like my Uncle Donnie always says, he's like a small piece of leather. He's small, but he's tough. And that's Devontae Freeman, man. 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. This is the Doug Stewart Show on a Monday. Trying to get myself together, man. Drunk a lot of alcohol yesterday. I've been drinking water all night long, man. And I'm good. But you know how when you've been drinking a lot of alcohol, your body feels weary, like you feel run down, like a car that needs a tune-up or something like that. That's what I feel like today, man. But it's all good. We're going to do what we do around here on the Doug Stewart Show. We are total professionals. Yes, sir. All right, when we get back from the break, man, we got to talk about the Georgia Bulldogs. Now, listen, if you're new to the show, today does seem a little bit Georgia-eccentric, Georgia-centric. It is because, there's some big stories that we need to talk about, but we're a national show, all right? We talk about everything that you're talking about in the world of sports and entertainment, so we'll get to a lot of other stuff, some of the other scores in college and pro football, so stay tuned. Also, a little bit later on today's show, I got a big announcement, man. I think it's a pretty big announcement. So stay tuned, man. Stewart Media and Entertainment, man, we are taking it to the next level. So I'll tell you about that a little bit later, all right? So don't go away. Sports Talk with Hot Sauce, Texas Pete Hot Sauce. This is the Doug Stewart Show. We're back. The Two Live Stews are back on air every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. on WGST. It's Sports Talk with Hot Sauce. Special thanks to our sponsor, Bruce Hagen at Hagen-Law.com for making it happen.
640 WGST in Atlanta. Search 640 WGST on iHeartRadio worldwide.
Yes! In life, things happen, good and bad. And being prepared is always important. If you're like me, a husband, a father, and protector of that family tree, then your family is the most important thing in the world. 95 million U.S. adults don't have protection in place. So, What I've done is put my protection in the hands of the largest and number one independent financial services company in North America, and that's Primerica. They look out for middle America because they believe that offering the most competitive premiums only benefits the client and have been doing so since 1977. If you're a parent, husband, or wife and want to discuss options with one of Primerica's top reps, then call my guy, Greg Wynn, at 678-439-7172. Again, that's 678-439-7172, and he'll put your family first. And hey, tell him that Doug Stewart sent you. Yes! Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you.
National Debt Relief is one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies, made up of energetic individuals who are passionate about helping thousands of Americans with debt relief. Most importantly, we're all about helping our customers through a tough financial time in their lives with education and individual customer service. We're dedicated to helping individuals and families rid their lives of burdensome debt, specializing in debt settlement, and they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditor and collection accounts. Providing clients with both expertise and proven results, this means helping customers in time of hardship to get out of debt with the least possible cost. It can also mean conducting financial consultations, educating the customer, and recommending the appropriate solution. Core Services offer debt settlement as an alternative. I repeat, alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, and debt consolidation. National Debt Relief is your #1 advocate group to help you reestablish financial stability as quickly as possible. So give us a call at 844-828-4975. Again, that's 844-828-4975, and work it out.
Stewies, what's up? Tree here to talk about your home security and the security experts at Strickland Security. Everything the team at Strickland Security does is focused around increasing the security of your home, protecting your family, and your business. Most home security companies, especially the larger ones, want to sell you a cookie-cutter alarm system that maximizes their profits but not your security. The team at Strickland Security will install a customized alarm system that meets your budget and your security needs. This Atlanta-based company is here to solve all of your security problems. Whether you need your alarm system repaired, surveillance cameras installed, or your door locks replaced, Strickland Security is the solution. Don't wait. Call the experts at Strickland Security today. For more information, go to their website at stricklandsecurity.com or give them a call now at 800-422-9075. That's 800-422-9075, and tell them Tree sent you.
I mean, even when the show's not live, it's still live. Yes! Yeah, you know what I mean. This is the Doug Stewart Show, a rebroadcast of the Doug Stewart Show. Yeah, that's what it is. Love this track. Yes, sir. You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Very dramatic opening. Yes, sir. Shouts out to your Scarface. Hold your head up, son. And keep your pants up, too. Yes, sir! Gotta keep the pants up. In the hokey. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. October 13th, 2015. The realest, treeless show in America, the Doug Stewart Show. Is this Ashanti? Yeah, this is Ashanti. We just talked about this earlier. Yeah, me and Tree talked about this earlier. Ashanti and Scarface. All right, we're going to get to this, your chat here in a second, and Steve Spurrier commentary. You can tell by the title of the show, I'm not a fan of what happened last night in Columbia. We'll get to that in a second. Hey, man, if you didn't know, the Doug Stewart Show, man, has crossed the one-year plateau. I mean, all right, praise God. Thank you. Thank you very much. We just had the one-year anniversary weekend a couple of weeks ago. A couple of days ago as well, we crossed over 300,000 listens to the show and to the network. That's big. That's orca big. In the next couple of weeks, we are going to cross over 10,000 followers to the Doug Stewart Show as well. We better get some applause for that on Spreaker. So bottom line is we're doing big things. And we're passing along the blessings to you with some of the Fiverr gigs that we got going on Fiverr.com. We do voiceovers. I just got another voiceover request today, man. Yes. And my voiceover is urban male voice. Okay, so we can do urban male voice. Tree can do anybody's voice. Tree is kind of like a chameleon. She can sound real Detroitish, or she can sound real Nashville-ish. She's a pro. Okay, she's a pro. So we do voiceovers. We do promotion through social media of your company, your product, your business, or whatever that may be. You can get a $5 60-second ad on the Doug Stewart Show, which is incredible. That's just huge. And the big thing we're doing is we're broadcasting other shows on the network. Once again, you might have a great show, a great podcast, but do you have listeners? We can help you with listeners off the rip, because we got 10,000 people that follow the show or close to it. And the big thing, another big thing that we just announced on yesterday, and I got 5 or 6 calls, emails about this. We are now doing on the show, in effect, infomercial shows, which are 30 minutes or an hour long, where you talk about your product, your event, the service that your company offers, and you have your own show. It's an entire long campaign, advertising campaign / infomercial right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. If you're interested and want to get more details, email me at Doug@theDougStewartShow.com. That's Doug@theDougStewartShow.com. Or hit Tree up, the producer to the show, at Tree@theDougStewartShow.com. And Tree is spelled Trei. All right, Tree@theDougStewartShow.com. And let's make it happen, man. We already got a couple of commitments where we're going to work out the details and get these shows up on the network. And so it's just a blessing, man. 2016 is going to be big. 2016 is going to be huge. Get down with your boys. Get down with your boys. Not only on the Doug Stewart Show or on Stewart Media and Entertainment, but also the 2 Live Stews Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. on 640 WGST. You can advertise on this show. You can advertise on the 2 Live Stews. Just email me and get more details about anything at TheDougStewartShow.com. All right, so celebrating a birthday today is the great Jerry Rice. He turns 53 years old. Happy birthday to what some people say is the greatest football player in the history of football. Numbers-wise, that's a reasonable argument. That's a very reasonable argument. Ashanti, speaking of which, damn, it must be Ashanti Day. We just played her music. Me and Tree talked about it before the show. Yes, Tree.
Please, all the producers in the chat room are going crazy. We know Ashanti didn't write the song, okay? She sampled it. We were talking about her because it's her birthday.
Okay. Well, listen, I'm not good with that sample thing.
I know. I done told you.
Who did she sample it from? Who did she sample that song from?
It was the song you played, Coming Back In, is where she sampled.
She sampled Scarface's first track. Okay, gotcha. But is it a sample? Was it a sample and Scarface got it from somebody else? You're not sure about that?
I'm not sure. I'll look into that.
I'm sure it was, because there's nothing pretty much new over the last 30 years in hip-hop. But, yeah, I love that track, man. I love that track. Ashanti turns 35 today. You talk about fine as white wine. Good Lord. Wasn't Nelly hitting that? Nelly was hitting that. Now, I like Nelly's taste in women. Nelly was hitting that Ashanti, and also he was messing with the chick from Destiny's Child, Kelly Rowland, right? That was real, right? That wasn't just a video, was it?
Well, and then, we were also talking because Lucius, I can't call, what's the boy's name? Terrence
Howard.
He was in that video with her.
With Kelly Rowland, that's right.
No, sweetie.
With Ashanti. With Ashanti, that's right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is kind of concerning, because if she's 35 now, that video came out about
10 years ago?
Yeah.
So she was 25. But remember now, we just had Terrence Howard's birthday a little while back, and he's not as old as we thought he was. So take 10 years off of Terrence Howard, too.
Oh, he just looks like a dried up.
Right. He smoked a lot of cigarettes in real life, and so he looks a little bit older than he actually is. Yeah, we talked about that on the show. But you know what? That video was kind of, it was a parody of, you know what that was, right, Tree? Maybe you don't know. That was a parody of Goodfellas, my favorite movie of all time. Yeah, you didn't realize
Yes, it was.
You didn't realize it?
You reminded me, because, that's my favorite movie, too. You're always copying.
Wait a minute.
me.
That's your favorite movie? Get out of here, Tree. I've been telling people on the Two Live Stews for close to 15 years. We first got on air in 2001. My favorite movie of all times is Goodfellas. So, you got good taste in movies, but don't think that I took that from you.
Okay.
Yeah. What, you want some more? You want another check by your name or something? You got a look on your face like you about to say something smart. Okay. Hey, there you go. Put my pen down. All right. So Ashanti is 35. Happy birthday to her. Paul Pierce is 38 years old today. Happy birthday to Paul Pierce. Little punk-ass ninja. I don't like no Paul Pierce. Long story, but me and my brother was about to have to whoop his ass one time in Vegas, man. It's a long story. I don't want to. Most of you have heard it. But Paul Pierce stepped us the wrong way, and he thought we was like the average everyday radio guys. No, that's not the case. No. We was about to Tweedledee and Tweedledum his ass. He just didn't even realize it. Norris Cole is 27, star of Cleveland State in the NCAA's Horizon League, who became a key member of the Miami Heat. He turns 27. He still got that kid and play haircut. So happy birthday to him. Jerry Jones is 73. Jerry Jones is 73. I guess so. I was about to say Jerry Jones looked older than 73, but he doesn't have many face surgeries and all of that type of stuff. So he's 73. Happy birthday to him. Doc Rivers, coach of the Clippers, turns 54 years old today. And Beverly Johnson. Beverly Johnson turns 63 years old today. Just like I talked about the kid yesterday, Polk, that played Moesha's little brother. I'm always going to remember him as being Shorty Doo-Wop on Martin. I'm always going to remember Beverly Johnson as being Mrs. What was her name? What was the character she played? Martin's old high school teacher. And she came on to him in Martin. That was Beverly Johnson, right, Tree? Tree's not a Martin fan. Somebody will tell me in the chat room. What was her name on the Martin episode? Her name was Mrs. It was a 2-syllable name. And somebody will tell me in the chat room. I'm just waiting. I'm looking at the chat, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Her name was Miss Trinidad. Miss Trinidad. That's what it was. Ooh, Miss Trinidad was fine. Yes, sir. And Gina walk up in there wanting to fight Miss Trinidad. Oh, man. Miss Trinidad. Yeah, she's going to always be Miss Trinidad to me. And the other kid going to always be Shorty Doo-Wop. Yeah, so there go your birthdays today on the Doug Stewart Show. October 13th. All right, let me read some of this chat, man. Thorny Switch, Mike Vick with the win last night. He does get a big win. And it seemed like John Gruden, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, it seemed like John Gruden was really throwing some shade on Vic in his game the entire game. Now, he didn't play the greatest. He didn't look like freaking Joe Montana out there. But once again, you got to remember, and maybe I'm bumping for him because I'm a Mike Vick fan. Maybe I'll acknowledge that. But he's had limited time in that very sophisticated offense they always talk about that Todd Haley has. And the Chargers defense was really, really going after dude last night. Vic got hit a couple of times real hard. And he came through with a win. On the road, it was a great win for Vic in the Pittsburgh Steelers. From Eugene Jackson, Doug, respect Tomlin's decision to go for the win. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Once again, you may have missed that, Eugene Jackson. I don't have a problem with them going for it, running one more play. I got a problem with the play call. That's the problem I got with. From Clay Davis's sheet advisor, Boycat, BET people. If you're tying that into the Scarface talk, I don't think that I was just joking about that whole setup thing. Or maybe I wasn't. Maybe somebody did. Maybe the police did call BET and say, listen, we need to come and put cuffs on this dude. He owes child support. And maybe BET is wrong for not giving him a heads up. Whoever took that phone call, maybe they should have just gave the brother a heads up. Listen, if you go and accept this award, they're going to come and put them things on you. You remember I talked about this yesterday, too. You remember when T.I. had that whole gun charge thing at the BET Awards, or one of them black awards, I can't remember. Vibe Awards, maybe, Soul Train or something like that. It was in Atlanta. And when he showed up, they threw the cuffs on his behind as well. So, I don't know. Maybe they are working with the man. If they are working with the man, then that's bad. I mean, you're going to have rappers not show up no more. If I got to worry about getting arrested for a warrant I got from 10, 15 years ago, I ain't coming to your damn award show. So you got to be a little careful. I'm being facetious. I'm joking about this whole thing because I don't think they were in cahoots with the police. Maybe they were. I don't know. Maybe they were. It's not a good look, though. It's not a good look. All right, when we get back from the break, we'll talk about the Steve Spurrier story. I'll read more of your chat, and we'll do what we do around here. Sports talk with hot sauce. The Doug Stewart Show. Fantasy sports fans are winning huge cash prizes every day at DraftKings.com. America's favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want. Just pick your sport and draft your team. It's like a new season every time you play, so you're never stuck with the same players. Last year, $300 million were won at DraftKings.com, and you could be next to win big. Go to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code STU to play for free. That's STU for free entry now at DraftKings.com. Also, if you use promo code STU, DraftKings will match your initial deposit up to $600. Deposit $600, play with $1,200. DraftKings.com, promo code STU.
The best of the Doug Stewart Show.
Let me read more of this chat before I get out of here. Oh, my gosh. Okay, my man K3000. Yeah. If you're new to the show, K3000, he's kind of long-winded. We love him, though. So I guess this is why Tree's playing this music in the background. He says, Dougie, I feel you. People love making fun of people when they get caught doing something semi-wrong, like receiving extra like free shrimp. But they don't realize that a lot of these guys are effing starving and that they're effing restricted from even signing their name for gain. You give me a damn scholarship and I'm supposed to sign over all my damn rights, all my money-making potential. And if I don't comply, then you blackball me so that I can't make it to the next level to actually receive a check. GTFOH, he did a bunch of GTFOHs. CSI, this is the ish. I'm pissed off about too. That's like dude from Ohio State that actually went to court to get the rule changed and then got blackballed and lost at life. GTFOH, a lot of them. I'm totally with you, Dougie. I'm totally with you. Thank you, K3000. I'm with me, too.
Stewies, what's up? Tree here to talk about your home security and the security experts at Strickland Security. Everything the team at Strickland Security does is focused around increasing the security of your home, protecting your family, and your business. Most home security companies, especially the larger ones, want to sell you a cookie-cutter alarm system that maximizes their profits but not your security. The team at Strickland Security will install a customized alarm system that meets your budget and your security needs. This Atlanta-based company is here to solve all of your security problems. Whether you need your alarm system repaired, surveillance cameras installed, or your door locks replaced, Strickland Security is the solution. Don't wait. Call the experts at Strickland Security today. For more information, go to their website at stricklandsecurity.com or give them a call now at 800-422-9075. That's 800-422-9075 and tell them Tree sent you.
For the block, boy. Take it rough. Every day it's been the same old thing on my block. You either working or you slanging on my block.
Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show.
That's how we was raised on my block. And you stayed on your hop until you made you a nut.
So it definitely ain't Little Flip. It's definitely not Mike Jones. Definitely not Mike Jones. Yeah. Greatest rapper in Houston of all time, I'm thinking right now, is the great Scarface. We paid tribute to him today.
Your homeboys from Knee-High, and even when it was
Brother had a rough week.
that's me, dog. On my block, I ain't had to play the big
So
shot.
maybe this will put a smile on his face. Scarface, smile on your face. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. I'm going to read more of your chat here in a second, man. Have you gotten your Doug Stewart Show t-shirt? If you haven't, shame on you. Studio audience says shame on you. Go to thedougstewartshow.com, click on the donate button, donate $20 or more, and we'll send you your very own first-run edition of the Doug Stewart Show t-shirt. We're almost out of the first-run edition. We're about to order the second-run edition. It's going to be a collector's item, so you need to get your t-shirt. Go to thedougstewartshow.com and donate $20 or more, and we will send you one of these beautiful t-shirts. Yes, sir. So, Steve Spurrier going to call it quits from the South Carolina Gamecocks, the USC program, East. And they had some controversy out in the West Coast last night as well. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But Steve Spurrier is calling it quits. Now, I talked about this after like the first, I think it was the second loss, bad loss that they took this year, that I wouldn't be surprised if Spurrier doesn't finish this season. I was kind of saying it tongue-in-cheek because if you really think about it, there's no way that the administration would fire Steve Spurrier, all the great things that he's done at the program for so many years. The only coach in team history to have 3 seasons with 11 wins in a row. So he's done some tremendous things. But he's calling it quits. And last night, the second that I heard about this story, I called him out on Twitter. I called him out on social media. It's chicken bleep. It's chicken bleep, pun intended. Carolina Gamecocks, you get it. You know all of that. It's chicken bleep because if you've been around sports, if you've been around football in particular, and coaches, period, you know that they always stress about finishing the drill. And that's a football axiom. Finish the drill. Finish the drill. Never quit. I talked about it a couple days ago. We had 10 things that we said before we stepped on the field from our high school that our head coach, he's gone to glory right now, but there were 10 rules that we kind of we let out with and that we believed in, that we said, that we screamed out in unison together before every game. And one of them is a quitter never quits, a quitter never wins, and a winner never quits. And Steve Spurrier has probably told kids this for the last 45 years, and he, in effect, has done that. He has quit. And there's a lot of things I don't like in life, man. There's a lot of things I don't like in life. There's a lot of things you can accuse me of being. But, damn it, I hate a hypocrite, and I'm not a hypocrite. And this is bad. Now, someone mentioned to me last night, well, what if it's a health issue? If it's a health issue, I stand down on everything I'm saying right now. But it's been almost, 20 hours, 24 hours, and I haven't heard that yet. And ask yourself this question. If they were 6-0 right now, would he do this? I doubt it. I doubt it. So, the same way I called out Urban Meyer, and I give you a real opinion on that, I got to call out Steve Spurrier. This might even be worse than what Urban Meyer did at Florida because he's going out. He's done. He can't come back and build back up his legacy again like Urban Meyer's done. Even me, somebody very critical of Urban Meyer and what he pulled down there at Florida when he just left them and the cupboards were bare. They didn't have great talent, and they struggled for many, many years. Even now, a couple of years later, he got back into coaching and won a national championship. So that kind of builds back up his legacy. This is the last thing I'm going to remember about Steve Spurrier. Maybe I am a little bit sentimental to the fact because it is Carolina and it's the biggest program in the state of South Carolina that I followed growing up as a kid, been to many, many games there at Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia. And so, it's just not good. It's not a good look. I don't care. As a matter of fact, if it was me and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, as bad as bad as things are right now for Carolina, just on principle alone, I probably would have stuck around. Yeah, it's going to get worse. They're probably going to lose to Vanderbilt this weekend at home. But still, you can't go out like this, man. So it's a bad look, and I haven't heard anybody really on mainstream media, call it what it is. And I will right here on the Doug Stewart Show. Simple as that. 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. Once again, if we get different information, and if he's been diagnosed with a terminal illness or something like that, I'll stand down. I have no problem with that at all. We haven't even heard a leak to something of the contrary. So we'll keep our eye on that. And I want to get your thoughts on it as well. From Clay Davis's sheet advisor, boycott BET people. Vince Wright, Spurrier quitting, damn shame. Finish the season if not health-related. I just said that. From Chef Ivan the Great, damn it, Doug, can you say Pimp C, Chad Butler is the greatest rapper from Texas? Ooh. And y'all know what? I almost went with UGK today, but once again, just to show a little bit of love to a man sitting in a jail cell right now, I went with Scarface. So we'll probably have UGK next week. We already got it in the banks and everything ready for that music to play. Pimp C. Wow. Pimp C or Scarface. Ooh. Ooh. I love Pimp C flow. Martin, you ain't never, ever, without a rubber on the top of the covers. Not the most, not the lesser.
Really?
Yeah, that's one of his verses. An international player. I don't know all of the words, so I had to put in a couple. A couple
the
of those.
bed sound.
No, that wasn't the bed sound. Wow. Are they talking about this a lot in the chat tree? About my statement about Scarface being the best rapper from Texas? Or not really?
I mean, you just said it. So just give me some time, player.
Ooh. You know what? I'm going to have to sit back and think about that for a second, man. Because I absolutely love the late, great Pimp C. I love Bun B. I mean, Bun B's still alive. They both have very, very ill flows. And ill is actually a good term if you're under the age of 30. They both of them got real ill flows. Let me think about it for a second. From Tight Sigma, Spurrier giving up those cocks like a vegetarian. Oh my gosh, Trey, I can't believe you put that in the chat. Innuendo.
He's on thin damn ice anyway.
As a matter of fact, you're right. When did he get back into the chat? We suspended the great Tight Sigma for a couple of days for just malfeasance.
It's okay. We're going to ignore him for now. He's already been warned.
Okay. All right. You a line stepper, bruh. You're a line stepper. I ain't mad at you because you a Sigma. I mean, that's your business. You did something crazy like that. But bruh, respect my authority around here. Respect my hard tie. All right, listen, I was joking about the whole Sigma thing. Don't y'all jump. I know it's a bunch of Sigmas listen to the shows. I got love for y'all. Greek love. Yeah, whatever. From Sluggo. It sounds too good to be true. It probably is. Damn, somebody go bail face out of Fulton County. That man should be able to bail himself out. I saw his bond was like $480,000. And what is it, 5% of that or 10% of that? So that's like $4,800. I know that man got $4,800. Come on now. Hey, you asked how do I know how the bond system works? Little bird told me. Yeah, you only got paid 10%. You only got paid 10%. From Super Lou, Bun B. Yeah, I just said Bun B also got real ill flow. From Eugene Jackson, South Carolina, USC, are you using these coaches as the fall guys? What about the athletic director? They hired these two. Yeah. From Vince Wright, rumor has it my old high school girlfriend is currently dating Scarface Presley. Hope she ain't got no kids with him. Wow. From Clay Davis' Sheet Advisor, Scarface situation lets me know these damn rappers aren't making any real money if he can't post his own bail. Now, I was joking about it just now, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Today is Tuesday. I know how it works. We all know how it works. You get arrested on the weekend, you don't get out till Monday. Wait. The reason I know how that works is because of TV. I know that's how it works from TV.
Holiday yesterday.
Oh, so holiday. That's right. There was a holiday yesterday. So if he doesn't get out today, then, then we'll start questioning his money. And we should never question another man's money in the first place. But yeah, so everybody knows, even somebody like myself that never really finds himself in trouble, that you better not, in Atlanta, I don't know how it works anywhere else, but you can't get arrested on a Friday night in Atlanta because your ass ain't getting out till Monday. And then he had double jeopardy because it fell on a weekend of a holiday on Monday, that old bootlegged Columbus Day crap yesterday. How the hell are you going to discover something that people was already here? But anyway, so he had double jeopardy. He got arrested on a Friday, and it fell on the weekend of a holiday on Monday. So he should be able to get out today. Pray for the brother Scarface, man. Pray for the brother Scarface. I mean, wow. I know he probably, when they were putting the cuffs on, he's like, damn, I'm in Atlanta, it's Friday, and it's a holiday weekend. Damn, Ninja, you done messed up. I know that's what he was saying. No better way to ruin a BET weekend than going to jail on a Friday night. All right, man, when we get back from the break, the fastest 2 hours of sports continues. Hour number 2 of the Doug Stewart Show. Still paying homage to the great Scarface. I got to think about that, man. Maybe we should do a poll one day because I almost can't decide. Pimp C, Bun B, or Scarface. Is there anybody else I'm missing from the great state of Texas? Wow. Ooh. All right, we'll talk about it more when we get back. Read more of your chat. This is the Doug Stewart Show. When my best of shows are better than their live shows, you know they lame as hell, shawty. You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Your season-long fantasy football lineup is locked in and ready for action, but you don't have to wait until Week 16 to get paid. Put your fantasy skills to the test starting Sunday at DraftKings.com, America's favorite one-week fantasy football site, where you could kick the season off by winning $2 million. It's the biggest fantasy football contest ever. $10 million in prizes are up for grabs, including $2 million for first place and $1 million for second. One-week fantasy means no season-long commitments. It's fantasy football on demand. Play where you want, when you want, with the players you want, and turn your love of football into a life-changing payday. Just pick your players, pile up the points, and pick up your cash. That's it. You've never experienced football like this. This isn't fantasy as usual. This is DraftKings. Welcome to the big time. Hurry to DraftKings.com now and use promo code Spreaker to play for free for a shot at part of $10 million in Sunday's Millionaire Maker event. Enter Spreaker for free entry now only at DraftKings.com. That's DraftKings.com.
The best of the Doug Stewart Show.
To give you the history on this Doug Stewart and Tree Taylor battle in Trivia Crack. We just started playing last week. We played 3 games. I won the first one in handily fashion. And then Tree has come along to beat me 2 times in a row. All right. Now, I blame Trivia Crack for asking me dumbass questions about romance comedies from the 1980s. That's who I blame. But she's won. And I got to give her credit. What? I knew you were going to.
Like, when you talk about women, Tree has come along.
It ain't got nothing to do with you being a woman.
No, I showed up.
Oh, wait. Did you just. What? Oh, my gosh. Did she just call me the N-word? Oh, damn. We made Doug Stewart Show history just now. As many times as I've almost uttered that term, you did it! And we don't have 7-second delay.
I'm fired.
You getting the BPA. You nominated for a Boiled Penis Award.
No.
Yes, you are. The first time in the Doug Stewart Show history, someone utters the N-word.
I'm sick of you.
You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Good thing we, on radio, traditional radio, the FCC be beating down my damn door right now. They're already looking for a reason to try to put me out of business. And you come up with this. Golly, Tree, you're better than that.
That girl is poison. You never trust a big button to smile.
From sporting events, concerts, and plays, Gistix has the best tickets for them all. The owner, a veteran and military spouse, founded the company set on delivering affordable prices for all the top events. Also, they sell 100% authentic signed memorabilia and quality fan merchandise. It's a one-stop shop for fans. Gistix was founded in 2014 by 4 fun people with military and DoD backgrounds that are fans of everything entertainment. They work hard at helping fans like us discover tickets for live entertainment at a great price, providing hard-to-find authentic sports items and merchandise. And they offer Easter eggs that give fans additional opportunities to purchase unique items. Active and non-military members receive an additional discount on event tickets and fan merchandise items as a thank you for your service. Again, Gistix is founded by fans, and they listen to other fans to understand the importance of service, price, and quality across the board for entertainment, memorabilia, and merchandise. Check them out at Gistix.com, spelled Jistix.com. Again, Gistix.com. That's Gistix.com. Yes, sir. Yes. So I'm gonna change the title of today's show. I like hello, the man was drunk, people, but I like legalized the kitty even better. So I think we'll make that change once the episode is over. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show, man. This is a Wild Out Wednesday, October 14th, 2015. Absolutely love this time of the year. Homecoming at South Carolina State University in a couple of weeks, man. The 25-year anniversary of my line. So we're going to celebrate. I mean, it's going to be a celebration. And football is amongst us. I mean, it's just a great time of the year. Make sure you check out the Two Live Studios this Saturday morning at 11 a.m. on 640 WGST, as well as on iHeartRadio if you're listening somewhere else, and pass the word about the show. Let me go ahead and read some of this chat, man. We got a ton of chat. Thank you so much for the chat. Thank you so much for being totally interactive. We've hit a couple of different interesting subjects today. From Miss Mocha Bella. Mocha says, what did Tree just say? If you're just joining us, we were talking about Lamar Odom being at the Chicken Ranch or whatever whorehouse he is in Los Angeles or Nevada. Where the hell I get Los Angeles from? And And we got into a little social conversation about legalizing prostitution. Not really legalizing prostitution, but I guess technically you could call it that. But how do you determine, the relationship between a man and a woman behind closed doors? Man, woman have sex. Man gives woman sex or money and leaves. What makes that into a prostitution type situation? What's the difference between that and any other relationship between a man and a woman where a man gives a woman some money, and they just so happen to have sex before? That's what Tree was saying. From Texas Ty, fling their cat and get their vitamin D. Yeah, vitamin D. From Clay Davis' Sheed advisor, Katie has called since the beginning of time. It'll never be free. May have never been a more truer statement uttered on the Doug Stewart Show. Since the beginning of time. Yeah. Yes, sir. Grego, did you see the report on Kobe had a leg injury so that he could leave the game in the third quarter to go with Lamar? Mitch went too. Kobe ain't that bad. I didn't know that was part of the story. I saw the story. Obviously, I just talked about it where Kobe left the game, and they did bump knees. Kobe bumped knees. I can't remember who the player was from Sacramento, but they clearly did bump knees, and Kobe went off limping, and that was it. I didn't know he supposedly did this to go and see Lamar Odom in the hospital. I ain't got no weapon. Free that cat. Bring it back. Bring it back. I like that too. Man, you guys are on it today. From Texas Ty again, he says, Doug, my coworker, who's a Cowboys fan, said you'd suck too if they told you to stay in the pocket. My coworker thinks Jerry is telling them to lose in a conspiracy to get a quarterback in the draft. This is what I deal with. What? Come on. Now, wait. If you listen to the Doug Stewart Show, or for that matter, any sports talk show in America, you don't even have to pay attention to the Cowboys. It's been uttered over and over and over again that the Cowboys have the best offensive line in football. So that don't make no sense. Yeah, you dealing with some crackpots, man. Loose neck side. Free cat inquiry inside. Free cat inquiry inside. Inquiry, I'm sorry. Free cat inquiry inside. Yeah, I like that too. Lavelle Maestro Love, good morning, y'all. Off the chain early. Laugh out loud. I love it. Brother Babe, change Metropolitan back to Stewart Avenue. Okay. For people not from Atlanta, Metropolitan, okay, that's what they call it now, is a street in Atlanta. It used to be called Stewart Avenue. Allegedly, once again, this is all stuff I hear from other people, because I don't know nothing about this stuff. Allegedly, Stewart Avenue used to be the biggest, how they say the term on TV, whole stroll in Atlanta. Yeah. From Cornelia Small, so if Julio doesn't play, does it mean ATL might lose this game? I don't want anyone in New Orleans taking someone else out. Huh. Yeah, Julio says he's going to play Thursday night. As a matter of fact, the Falcons take on the Saints down in New Orleans. I know a lot of people that went to the game, they already left to go to the game tomorrow night. I mean, hell, it's New Orleans. I mean, just like Vegas, you get loose down there. So a lot of people from ATL have already down there in the NO. Be careful down there. Them people are crazy. I mean, trust me on that. Be very careful down there. And don't dance to too much Zydeco and eat too much swine. Etouffee. From the 47th Problem, love the Cowboys' misery. Their tears taste like candy. A lot of Cowboy haters out there. That ninja, was Amara abused as a child or something? I don't know. Lamar Odom's always been kind of like a troubled person, even before the whole Kardashian stuff. You remember before he got recruited, he was like, ineligible, found to have been cheating or something. There was some type of scandal with him before he signed with Rhode Island. Had been to, been in all kinds of type of situations, even as a high schooler. Yes, Tree.
I believe that his mother died when he was a child. I'm not sure, but I know that his father, He's a wankster.
Now, you also...
He is a con man to his name.
Now, you also
and
know...
he love his daddy.
Now, you also know that, and maybe this is what you're talking about, and you're misquoting, and maybe it's both the case. You remember he also had a child that died a couple of years ago as well. One of his children actually died, and that kind of took him over the top. He's unstable. I mean, that's probably the best word to put for Lamar Odom. Based on things that have happened in his life that have become public, seems very unstable. And when he lost a child, man, he kind of went into this real deep, deep depression, supposedly. So brother just dealing with a lot of stuff. And he went to Vegas, man, kind of air his testicles out a little bit. From Grego, hey, single guys, try that saying on your next outing. How about flinging that kitty tonight? Encyclopedia Brown, you're not paying for the kitty. You're paying her to leave. So I've heard. That's what I heard, too. Clay Davis, the Sheet advisor. Again, the media is trying to make excuses for Spurrier quitting on his team. I'm going to talk about that in the next segment, give you my thoughts on it. You know what I think, but I'll once again talk a little bit more about it. Foul pay, Julio may not play tomorrow. He says he's going to go. The last story I read says that he's going to go. Really don't want to lose to the Aints. Falcons not going to lose to the Aints, man. Aints are struggling right now. Grego, T.I. don't hate ladies in power. Laugh out loud. What is he talking about?
Because his dumb ass that can't even vote is going to say that Hillary Clinton, she shouldn't be president based on her genitalia status. Because she's a girl.
Okay, so what's the controversial part of that story? I'm just
you
joking.
Can't say that.
I'm just joking.
I'm
just joking. I'm just joking. Don't Mike Bell my ass. You can't do that anyway.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't know.
He can't even vote, so I don't really need to hear from him.
Okay, Susan B. Santhony. From Star-Lord. Old Tree talking about flinging kitty cat and wearing pea perfume. Who is this woman? Oh, yeah, and she mysteriously used to live with strippers, but she didn't strip. I just want to remind y'all about that. I mean, it's all making sense. She wears this perfume called street vernacular for women genitalia, once again, like you just said. She has this whole moniker she came up with just off the tip of her tongue, legalized a kitty. And oh yeah, when she moved to Atlanta, she lived supposedly with a couple of strippers, but she herself didn't strip, okay? Hey, you do with that what you want. Yes, sir. From ducking and dodging, T.I. still wouldn't vote for Tree. Oh, hell no, T.I. ain't vote for Tree. What do we got here? From Rel Scott, Kit Kats for everybody. Okay, see, y'all just running with this. Y'all are really running with this. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Miss Mocha Bella, well, Tree do wear pea oil. Grego, laugh aloud, women would be millionaires near and far. The 47th problem. Yeah. I mean, what they call it, the oldest profession, right? Don't they call that the oldest profession, prostitution? Yeah, I think that's what they call it. Some women would be getting real rich around here. And they already are. But I think it'd just go up like 1,000-fold. All right, when we get back from the break, man, more of your chat. I'm going to talk a little bit about Spurrier's exit press conference yesterday. This is the Doug Stewart Show. In life, things happen, good and bad. And being prepared is always important. If you're like me, a husband, a father, and protector of that family tree, then your family is the most important thing in the world. 95 million U.S. adults don't have protection in place. So, what I've done is put my protection in the hands of the largest and #1 independent financial services company in North America, and that's Primerica. They look out for middle America because they believe that offering the most competitive premiums only benefits the client and have been doing so since 1977. If you're a parent, husband, or wife and want to discuss options with one of Primerica's top reps, then call my guy, Greg Wynn, at 678-439-7172. Again, that's 678-439-7172, and he'll put your family first. And hey, tell him that Doug Stewart sent you. Yes! We're doing some huge things here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, home of the Doug Stewart Show, and the biggest thing being broadcasting other shows. That's right, we're executive producing other shows and playing them on my network. You may have a fantastic show or podcast, but do you have listeners? We got listeners. Over 9,000 followers to the Doug Stewart Show on the Spreaker platform, as well as over 200,000 plus listens to the network itself. So here's what you do. Go to Fiverr.com, that's Fiverr.com, and search the Doug Stewart Show or Stewart Media and Entertainment and get all the details. Or just hit up the producer, Tree at TreeAtTheDougStewartShow.com. That's spelled Trei. Tree at TheDougStewartShow.com, and come and do business with us on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Yes!
National Debt Relief is one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies, made up of energetic individuals who are passionate about helping thousands of Americans with debt relief. Most importantly, we're all about helping our customers through a tough financial time in their lives with education and individual customer service. We're dedicated to helping individuals and families rid their lives of burdensome debt. Specializing in debt settlement, and they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditor and collection accounts. Providing clients with both expertise and proven results, this means helping customers in time of hardship to get out of debt with the least possible cost. It can also mean conducting financial consultations, educating the customer, and recommending the appropriate solution. Core Services offer debt settlement as an alternative. I repeat, alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, and debt consolidation. National Debt Relief is your #1 advocate group to help you reestablish financial stability as quickly as possible. So give us a call at 844-828-4975. Again, that's 844-828-4975, and work it out.
If you're not Stewart, what the hell are you doing? This is the Doug Stewart Show. Yes, sir. The number to the show is 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougsstewartshow.com. Yeah. Make sure you're tuned in today for the Kicking It with Kesey show coming on at 2 p.m. today. And today a little bit of a different slant on the Kicking It with Kesey show, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. This was a laid-back discussion between Kesey and his wife, Angela. Hey, Angela! As they go over a variety of current topics. They're talking about vodka. That's good. The Walking Dead, which is a phenomenal show. I missed the first week's episode, the season premiere. I got it on DVR. I got a lot of TV to catch up on. The Atlanta Falcons, women in sports, HGTV, and many, many more. Okay, many, many more topics. So check out the Kicking It with Kesey show today at 2 p.m. right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Make sure you follow the network. And then we're going to follow that up with the best of the Poe Politicking show. And this is actually a interview or a show episode from December of 2013 on the Poe Politicking show. In the episode, Poe Politics with Kang Smoke. That's K-A-N-G. Smoke is half of the Grammy-nominated Southern rap duo Field Mob. You know about Field Mob, right? Yeah. Kang Smoke discusses the status of Field Mob, their Nappy Boy Entertainment deal, solo projects, and new single entitled Trapping Out the Car. So that's the Poe Politicking show today at 3 p.m. right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. So I kind of brought attention to it yesterday. And I called Steve Spurrier a quitter. And I've been saying it, for the last couple of days. It is what it is. Steve Spurrier is a first-ballot Hall of Fame type coach. Did tremendously great things in the sport. Won a Heisman Trophy. Helped Duke win a conference championship. Obviously winning a national championship at Florida. Brought South Carolina's brand up to a whole new level I got nothing, but great things to say about him as far as a football person. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. But this crap that he pulled and just quitting on his team in the middle of the season because they suck is bad. And I don't care what anybody says. You can try to make any excuses for him what you want. And I think that's part of what's going on because Steve Spurrier has such a nice disposition. And he's kind of funny. He's kind of kooky. He says off-the-wall things that the media in particular want to give him a pass. And we're not going to do that on the Doug Stewart Show. At least I'm not going to do it on the Doug Stewart Show. And damn it, it's my show. So it kind of carries a lot of weight. I said to somebody yesterday after this press conference, and he just talked about he just wanted to step away. He wanted to get out of the way, this, that, and the other, and made all these excuses on why he's doing it. And then he said he's not retiring, he's resigning. What the hell does that mean? What does that even mean? You 70 years old, bruh, and you just quit on your team. Who else is going to give you a job? And I guess technically I could see somebody giving him a job on a lower tier program just to kind of get them in the news. It'd be like a publicity stunt type of thing. But ain't nobody giving Steve Spurrier no damn job after just quitting on his team. And here's the question I asked to y'all. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. I posted this yesterday on Facebook. What's the difference between what Steve Spurrier did in leaving South Carolina high and dry in the middle of the damn season and what Bobby Petrino did to the Atlanta Falcons when he left in the middle of the night and the next damn morning we was watching him on TV talking about pig suey? There's no difference. But for some reason, the way it comes across in America today is Steve Spurrier is this great guy and he's just old. Let him go. Don't call him out. But if you talk about Bobby Petrino till this day, he's like the scum of the earth. There ain't no damn difference in what they did. Ain't no difference in what they did. Both of them fantastic college coaches. I mean, that's bona fide. Once again, that's bona fide. Bobby Petrino can coach his ass off. But Bobby Petrino quit on the Atlanta Falcons, and we call him out. What's the difference? There ain't no difference. I'll tell you the answer. That was a damn rhetorical question. Ain't no difference. It ain't no difference. And bottom line is I call him out because his entire life, he probably been telling kids to finish the drill. That's commonplace in football. I'm talking from little league to high school, to college, and probably the pros too. Finish the drill. And he didn't finish the drill. He left them boys high and dry. If they were 6-0 right now, would he quit? Hell to the no. And you know it. So just stop it. Classic example of the tail wagging the dog in the media. Bobby Petrino is the scum of the earth. And somehow Steve Spurrier, it's okay. It's okay. You give me all these thousands of reasons why it's okay. No, it's not okay. That's a hypocritical move. And I don't care what you say. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Man, Bobby Petrino got to get bodyguards when he come to Atlanta. And Steve Spurrier somehow today is valiant, and he's a hero, and he's doing the right thing because he stepped away. Get the GTFOH. I almost said it. I almost said it just now.
GTFOHs.
A lot of GTFOHs. A lot of them. To quote the great K3000. A lot of GTFOHs. Whatever. I ain't trying to hear that, man. That's why you listen to the Doug Stewart Show, because you're going to get the real deal around here. Great man, great coach. But this was chicken bleat. Pun intended, Gamecocks. Let me read more of this chat here, man, here on the Doug Stewart Show before we go to a break. From Grego, laugh aloud, women would be millionaires near and far. From the 47th problem, I don't want to make light of Lamar's condition, but what a way to out, or I guess he wants to say go out, full of herbal Viagra, snifter of cognac, passed out in a whole house. Yeah. If he would have went out, he would have went out in style. Cleanup man, tree, wow, tree for president. J. Rob, is that going to be on a T-shirt? I like it. Legalize the kitty. Yes, sir, I like that. Maybe that's the next Doug Stewart Show T-shirt. Legalize the kitty. That ninja can't tax the kitty properly, never going to happen. And that's what it all comes down to, is political. Because you can't tax it properly, because you technically can't see behind the closed doors of a consenting adult situation, they can't tax it. That's why. That's the only reason why. But how do you put somebody in jail, even if you find out that there was a business transaction between two consenting adults about sex? How do you put them in jail? Is there nudity? That's the second slogan for the day. Is there nudity? From Jamal, the big truck driver. Fling that cat. I hope to hear that again. Laugh out loud. Brother Babe, cut the tape and make it a promo. I like it. I like that. Nino the Rhino. Nudity has to be regulated or you women will act a damn fool. Nudity stands everywhere. Nudity stands everywhere. So you walking down your neighborhood and usually there's a little kid selling lemonade, but it's a chick right there selling nudity. She has on like a little mini dress, no drawers on or nothing like that. You walk by. Let me take a look at the nudity. She pulls her dress up real quick. Yeah. Yes, sir. I'll take a cup of nudity. I'll take a glass of your finest nudity. Yes, sir. Yeah, it'd be bedlam. It would be. It would be bedlam. It'd be anarchy around this bitch. It would be. It truly would be. But it's interesting. Now, wait a minute. I gotta remember the conversation we're having here. I'm just saying theoretically. I wouldn't buy anybody's nudity. I'm married. Shut up! Shut up! All right. When we get back from the break, I promise you, all I'm going to do is read chat. I mean, we got a lot of great conversation in today. Sports talk with Guy, with hot sauce. Guy talk with hot sauce. All of that stuff here on the Doug Stewart Show. I mean, this is the realest, truest show in America. Don't let anybody tell you a lie. Don't let anybody tell you there's another show that does it like we do it around here because they a damn lie. Like my grandmother used to say, you a damn lie. My grandmother would turn you into a lie into a noun. You a damn lie. Don't go anywhere. This is the Doug Stewart Show. This is your folk, Doug Stewart. Want to protect you and your family from life's unexpected mishaps? Then join 7. Join 7 is a prepaid legal company under the umbrella of the Protection Group. Join 7 is the only group benefit or motor club in the U.S. that offers auto reimbursement coverage, key replacement coverage, roadside assistance, gives you a current Medi-File, prescription savings, and fully encompassed prepaid legal benefits that include identity theft. They got your back. The average combined cost to purchase these benefits individually is over $850 a year. Join today and take advantage of all 7 for $17 a month. They've been around for over 20 years, so check them out by clicking on the banner link on my page, thedougstewartshow.com, or the app. Just go ahead and join 7. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you.
We're back. Dogs and Poodles. It's Doug and Ryan Stewart of the 2 Live Stews.
Tune in to Talk Radio 640 WGST every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. to get all your college and pro football talk.
Special thanks to our sponsor, Bruce Hagen, Hagen-Law.com. Thanks, Bruce.
When it comes to your health and assets, you're used to being in charge. The decisions you make for yourself and your family are important because you know what's best for you and them. But do you have an estate plan in place in case you are not able to speak for yourself? Without an estate plan, decisions regarding your health, finances, even your family can end up being made by someone who doesn't know or understand your wishes. With a My Care plan, you will be in control of all of those important decisions, even if you can't speak for yourself. The My Care plan is a comprehensive estate planning package. It's customized to fit your needs and your wishes. It covers each of the essential parts that make up a full and complete estate plan. My Care plan was developed by attorneys, so there are no add-ons or special charges. Included in your personalized My Care plan is your last will, which states how you want your assets to be distributed upon your passing. A living trust, which allows you to appoint a trustee to oversee the distribution of your assets and allow your family to avoid the high cost of probate court. A healthcare power of attorney. With this document, you appoint the person who will make medical decisions for you if you become unable to do so. And a financial power of attorney. This allows you to name the person who will make financial decisions on your behalf when you cannot. Many people put off estate planning. They think they're too young or it's too expensive. My Care plan is affordable and simple. There's a friendly customer service staff available to answer all of your questions, and you can complete your My Care plan at your own pace in the privacy of your own home. So call My Care Plan now. 912-409-0447. 912-409-0447. The My Care Plan. 912-409-0447.
Not Stewart, what the hell are you doing? This is the Doug Stewart Show, the realest, treeless sports and guy talk show in America. Pass the word. I mean, do your boy a favor, man. Tell one person about the show. I mean, just shoot them the link to today's episode, and that's all you need to do. Ain't even no sales pitch or nothing like that. Just tell them to listen. Just tell them to listen to today's show, yesterday's show, the day before yesterday's show, and we got them. Hook, line, and sinker. Yes, sir. Hook, line, and sinker, baby. They're not going to get this on the Puppet Factory. Speaking of puppets, so last night before Scream Queens comes on, I watched the the Muppet Show. It's on TV, and I kept seeing the commercials about it. I think probably this is like the second or third week that it's been on. The fall shows, and you know how you try to rekindle something that was good at one time and then it just doesn't work? You remember when they did What's Happening Now? And it just wasn't the same. You know, they brought Raj and Dwayne and what's his name? Rerun. They brought them back, man. They put them in a different setting. They were all grown up or whatever. And it just wasn't like the original. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show? That's kind of how I felt about the Muppet Show last night, man. They're trying to put a new slant on it, make it more modern. But the Muppet Show hadn't been on, I'm going to guess, in 25 years, maybe 30 years. But that was can't miss TV back in 1979 on Sunday afternoon. Okay, you had the Kung Fu Theater earlier in the day. Then you had the Muppet Factory, the Muppet Show later on that evening, and then that night you had like Lawrence Welk and Hee Haw. I talked about this a couple of weeks ago, and it's just not the same. And I don't even know who their customer is. Is it grown-ups? Because grown-ups not going to watch the Muppet Show. That's just ill-fated from the very beginning. So R.I.P. to the dude, the creator of the Muppet Show. I think he's dead. But R.I.P. to him. But they are absolutely killing your product out here, bruh. Just like they killed Boondocks. Just like they killed Boondocks when they got rid of Aaron McGruner. It was real stale and horrible. The Muppet Show ain't like it used to be. So y'all just need to stop that. Go ahead and cancel it right now. It's not going to make it. From Vince Wright, he says, meow. If you're just joining us, Tree came up with the new moniker, Legalize the Kitty, and all of this conversation about Lamar Odom being in a whorehouse in Nevada. For Brian Hill, do Impact Church feel the same way, Tree? Laugh out loud. Okay, wait a minute. I don't know what you meant by that. Tree never went out there and told women to just start giving up the nudity for money. She's saying,
I'm tired of y'all.
Well, right. Let me go ahead and help you out here. What Tree is basically saying is, how can you tell a consenting adult what they can do with their body behind closed doors? And then in result, put them in jail. And I agree. It really doesn't make any sense at all when you think about it. How can you even legislate it? How do you even know somebody's, how do you even know somebody's having sex for money when it's in the privacy of their own home or apartment? How do you even know that? And if you find out, if a little birdie tells you, you kick open their door and take said persons to jail? It doesn't make sense when you really think about it. But it's all about money. It's all about money and the fact that the government can't legislate it once again. So that's what that's all about. But Tree is not telling women to just go out there and get rid of their morals. She's not saying that. Surely she wouldn't say that. Tree is very sanctified. Y'all have no clue. Y'all haven't seen her in her element on Sunday afternoons. She's very, very sanctified. Think Aunt Esther. Think Aunt Flossie. You remember Aunt Flossie, Esther's sister?
Wait a minute.
Huh?
I've told you to stop doing that. And for the record, God is available to me Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Yes, sir.
So I don't get into no element. I'm in my element now, and my element tells me that God gave me common sense to understand that I have choices.
Right.
And that's all I'm saying, Brian Hill. Don't be bringing up my church.
Right. Legalize the kitty. From that ninja, a chick should be able to hustle that nudity most do anyway. Yeah. I mean, who ain't? I mean, how many of these chicks with these sugar daddies, they hustling. Old man, he got Viagra in 2015. He liked the company of a lady, and every once in a while, he like to get intimate with her. How you gonna stop that, Grego? Fling your cat. Mm-hmm. Tree sounding like a libertarian. Yeah, I guess so. That's proper. I guess that's proper. More your chat here on the Doug Stewart Show. From Jeff Annis, Dallas throwing games just to get Justin Fournette. Whew. But the season's not over. They lost 3 games in a row, I believe. But they expect Tony Romo back soon. They expect Dez Bryant back soon. Tony Romo, they're saying like week 10. Nah. It would be a power move though. You get Leonard Fournette, and I guess he means Leonard Fournette. You get Leonard Fournette on your squad. Yeah, I think his game totally transfers to the NFL. I mean, it's not going to be a situation like Rashawn Salam, or what's the dude name that played running back for Wisconsin? Ron Dane, and I always talk about how I got a good eye for running back talent. One, because I played the position my entire life, and I just know it. I just know what a good running back is. You can just look at him and tell. You can see one. And I never thought for a minute that year Rashawn Salam ran for that 2,000 yards for Colorado that he was going to make it in the NFL. Not for 1 minute. Same thing with Ron Dane. I'm like, you stole a freaking Heisman Trophy from my homeboy Joe Hamilton, and you're not going to be a good back in the NFL. Your feet too slow. You got that big, overpowering offensive line at Wisconsin, but I knew it was just college. No, Leonard Fournette is going to be good. He's going to be very, very good in the NFL without injury. He's going to be just fine. He's going to be a great player. They said that man ran 4.38 or something like that at 230 pounds. My gosh. Yeah, he's going to be good. He is going to be very good. From Tight Sigma, he says marriage is prostitution, but it's a two-way street. I hear you.
Wait, you agree with Tight Sigma?
No, I didn't. I didn't say that. I did not give a definitive yes, I agree or not. I did not. I just says I hear you. From ducking and dodging, the government doesn't get a cut of that. That's why it's illegal. Legalize the kitty. Hashtag legalize the kitty. Wow, Tree. Maybe we should start an online petition or something like that. We'll put your name at the top of it. What do you think about that?
I got standards.
I can't really tell.
No.
All right, don't go away. More of the Doug Stewart Show coming up next. Legalize the kitty. Legalize the kitty. Want to protect you and your family from life's unexpected mishaps? Then join 7. Join 7 is a prepaid legal company under the umbrella of the Protection Group. Join 7 is the only group benefit or motor club in the U.S. that offers auto reimbursement coverage, key replacement coverage, roadside assistance, gives you a current Medi-file, prescription savings, and fully encompassed prepaid legal benefits that include identity theft. They got your back. The average combined cost to purchase these benefits individually is over $850 a year. Join today and take advantage of all 7 for $17 a month. They've been around for over 20 years, so check them out by clicking on the banner link on my page, thedougstewartshow.com, or the app. Just go ahead and join 7. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. We're doing some huge things here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, home of the Doug Stewart Show, and the biggest thing being broadcasting other shows. That's right, we're executive producing other shows and playing them on my network. You may have a fantastic show or podcast, but do you have listeners? We got listeners. Over 9,000 followers to the Doug Stewart Show on the Spreaker platform, as well as over 200,000 plus listens to the network itself. So here's what you do. Go to Fiverr.com, that's Fiverr.com, and search the Doug Stewart Show or Stewart Media and Entertainment and get all the details. Or just hit up the producer, Tree at TheDougStewartShow.com. That's spelled Trei. Tree at TheDougStewartShow.com, and come and do business with us on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Yes! Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Reading one of these chat messages here. And you are listening to the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. From Jeff Annis, he says, never understood why it's illegal. We talking, having this big discussion today about prostitution, all tied into the Lamar Odom story. And then my man Ronald Cameron says, one thing is for sure, if they do legalize it, it will sell, even in the middle of the biggest depression. You think? Like, I literally can see walking into a gas station, and our Indian brothers that run the gas stations, they got, like, chicks lined up down the aisle. Because, you know, they trying to make money. They trying to make money no matter how. They always latch on to the latest style. So whether it's car phone chargers, whether it's CDs, a hot bootlegged CD or whatever, they'll get it and they'll sell it. Can you imagine walking into a gas station and you see a couple of chicks lined up down the aisle? I'll find this Nutsi. Instead of getting a six-pack of beer, you get a six-pack of Nutsi. Yeah, let me get a six-pack of Nutsi. Can I get a case of Nutsi? It would happen. It would happen. You're right. In the middle of the biggest depression, economic downturn in the history of this country, Nutsi would sell. Oh, my gosh. I mean, it'd be bigger than what's going on in Colorado right now. You know, they've talked about how many millions and close to billions of dollars have been made ever since they legalized marijuana in the state of Colorado. And can you imagine if they did that to Newtsy? Boy, I'll tell you. Hey, this segment is brought to you by my folks from Strickland Security. I saw the news last night. I watch the news, too, every once in a while. And the residents of Midtown Atlanta had this, town hall meeting. And the mayor was there. And basically they talked about how crime is going crazy in this city, man. And how people are getting held up at gunpoint, at some parts of town and kicking their doors in. You got to protect your family. I'm not trying to scare you or anything like that. But now more so than any time ever that I can think about since I've been in this city, and it's been 20 years this year, you got to protect your house, man. You got to protect your family. And you should do that with my folks at Strickland Security. Okay, they have over 55 years combined experience in the industry. They'll sell you just a basic alarm system, or they'll fix your alarm system, or they'll get you a new alarm system. Okay, the big boy alarm system. So holler at my folks online at Strickland Security. That's StricklandSecurity.com. That's StricklandSecurity.com, and tell them that the Doug Stewart Show sent you, man. These people going crazy around here, man. I mean, absolutely crazy. Let me read more of this chat from Infotainment News. What up, Infotainment News? I think that's a new poster, chatter. I have learned a lot about football here. What is Stewart's take on Chase Utley on the play where he took out old boy at second base? I thought it was a baseball play. Once again, I don't talk a lot of baseball, but I know some of the caveats of baseball. And I know that if you flip your bat a certain way, they're going to try to hit you in the damn ear. And I know that when you're trying to break up a double play, you try to slide under the guy so he can't make an accurate throw to first base. I didn't think it was anything that wrong. And they're talking about suspension and whatnot. So that's my take on it. The 47th problem. Hey, before I forget, give me your take on Julio Jones. Will he ever have a complete season under his belt? I call him the Lamborghini of wide receivers. You enjoy driving it, and it's the best thing on the road, but don't expect to drive it every day, and it will need to be worked on eventually. It's a pretty good analogy, man, because Julio's been banged up ever since he came out of Alabama. He's got foot issues. You remember when he, before the combine even, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, he had he had a broken foot. What was it? Something wrong with his arch. And then so he's subsequently had that issue over the last couple of years. Periodically has come up here and there. He's had little hamstring issues. I think he had a growing issue. Just pray for Julio, man. And that's what I talked about earlier in the season when Matt was exclusively looking his direction, not even trying to spread the ball around. It was almost like, we're going to throw the ball to Julio. We don't care that you know we're going to throw the ball to Julio, but we're going to continue to do it. And just a ton of targets, ton of production as well. But you worry about that type of stuff with Julio Jones in particular. So hopefully, man, he can kick this thing, man, beat this thing. Loose neck side. He says Kobe will play more games than the Lakers win. Why you got to bring up old-ish? And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. From Redland Kirk, Doug don't care, music artist, NBA player, or senior citizen, old man at the tavern, Doug will fight your ass, laugh out loud. I ain't trying to fight nobody, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it real. And I'm going to give you some real takes on this show, and I have for the last 15 years. Juan Cruz, screw Stephen A., and long live the Stews. Only one who keeps it real on radio. Yes! That's why we ain't getting a weekly check right now. But it is what it is. We've come to grips with it. Ronald Cameron, I'm no Cubs fan, but I would mind seeing them finally, or wouldn't mind, see them finally break the curse of the Billy Goat. From ducking and dodging, America treats the Kardashians like the way the Cubs fans treat Barton. Yeah, our Texas Tide Cubs fans are up there with Cowboy fans and Boston fans. And the crazy thing about it is they ain't won a damn thing. in 108 years. I think that's the number. It's crazy. From J.B. Jennings, Spurrier made Florida the program it is today, but he did go out like a sucker. From Clay Davis, a sheet advisor, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Spurrier's known shade thrower. I don't know how people like him. He's kind of got this quirky, that's the word they use. He's kind of got this quirky, kooky personality, which is funny. So I don't know. Maybe that's part of it. And you got to remember, a lot of these cats in the industry, they play golf together and whatnot, If the media decides they like you, then that's it. That's the way it's going to come across. That's the way it's going to be reported. If they don't, it's not. Star-Lord, the difference is Steve was upfront about why he was leaving. Petrino slithered out town like a snake in the night. It's not okay that he quit on the kids, but there is a difference. I hear that. There was a slight difference. There was a little bit more of a sleaze factor, but at the end of the day, they both quit on their teams. That's all I'm saying. They both quit on their teams in the middle of the season. No difference at all. Grego, what if the Spurrier's bosses was riding his ass and he was like, or what if Spurrier's bosses were riding his ass and he was like, screw that, I'm out. They wouldn't ride Steve Spurrier's ass for all he's done for that university and that program. That's ridiculous. They're not going to do that. They come out looking like a bad guy. No way the university, and I kind of played it to the middle when it first came out because that was kind of in the back of your mind. It has to be in the back of your mind. No way, in good conscience, that university does anything to make themselves look bad in the face of Carolina Gamecock fans towards Steve Spurrier. No way. No way. At best, they say, Coach, can you make an announcement? We want to move in a different direction. We want you to finish out the season, but we want you to make an announcement that you're going to retire at the end of this year. That way we can kind of get the flow down to the kids and to the recruits that we're going to bring in a new coach. Hopefully we find a coach in between now and when you retire. But we can't go out there, and this is them saying this in their conscience, we can't go out there and badmouth Steve Spurrier and make it look like we're trying to get rid of him. They can't do that. So, no, I don't buy that. The 47th problem, the Falcons did a tribute to all the coaches from the one coach to the last on the first day of the season. They left Bobby Petrino smooth the F out. Yeah. From Sandman, who finishes the drill at 70 other than bingo? I disagree with y'all. From Chucktown Frank, hell, Doug, the school is underwater. What can he do? That's neither here nor there. It's the principle of the matter, Chucktown Frank. You know better than that. I mean, as much damn rain as y'all got in James Island, y'all never didn't finish the drill. Y'all didn't call off the season. Y'all didn't quit in the middle. From JM2, maybe the Spurrier's ego says, if Mark Rick ever beat me, I will quit. Laugh out loud. From Hub77, Doug, you on point with the statement, Petrino is a sucker. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. From the 47th problem, he says, we don't even call Bobby Petrino's name in Atlanta. Yeah, me even uttering that man's name is kind of like Candyman. Don't say it 3 times. He'll come back and kill your ass. From KC, Spurrier should have just become the face of the program and handled play calling and coaching to his assistants, or handed play calling and coaching to his assistants. Could have easily done that. Sluggo, best show on the planet. I've been trying to get ish done for the last hour and 20 minutes, ducking and dodging. People will accept lies if they like you. Let Nick Saban do that. Exactly. Nick Saban's another example of that. He's kind of in the middle. And I think he's kind of built his legacy back up for what he did with the Miami Dolphins, just leaving in the middle of the night. From Chucktown Frank, leave Spurrier alone, Dougie. This was a noble act of integrity. The man can't remember the plays anymore. Whatever. From BWN Radio, I love this show. Appreciate it, BWN Radio. I need you to get the word out about this show, though, BWN Radio. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. This show needs to get put into the system of the conversation of podcasts and online shows in America. Somehow we haven't gotten to that system. People just don't know. The people that give out the awards for the podcast of the year, in the month, in the week, or whatever, they just don't know about the Doug Stewart Show. We doing it real big willy around here, man. We doing it real big willy. So if you can get word BWN Radio to the powers that be, that make all the decisions as far as awards to podcasts in America, I really would appreciate it. This show just hadn't been recognized yet. When we start to get the just due credit we deserve, you're going to go back and look at these shows as treasures. Nobody knew, except for the couple thousand people that listen now. From Tight Sigma, T.I. can't vote for no one with his height challenge self, can't reach the car slot. T.I. ain't that short. T.I. is probably like 5'10". He's average size. Like I tell people all the time, I'm average size in height. Right? So stop with that. I kind of, you know, I don't like that type of conversation. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Let me grab a call. Caller, thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? What you want to talk about?
What's up, Big Fresh?
What's up? Who's this?
It's Jersey, man. What's going on, baby?
Vern, what's going on, baby? How you doing?
Man, you know, I'm chilling like a villain, man. Listen, man, on that Spurrier thing, right?
Yeah.
You can't smell what's going on?
Tell me, Vern.
Spurrier's still golf in Florida. Jamie Floyd, whatever his name is, the athletic director, they still buddies. You know what I'm saying? So he want to go back down there in the Sunshine States, man. And he know Florida is starting to build up a program. So, you know, I wouldn't doubt if he'd be there in another year from now. You know,
Vern, what you are saying might have some merit if Florida wasn't killing fools right now. Jim McElwain's coaching his ass off. That ain't gonna happen, Vern. I mean, seriously, you think that could happen, Vern?
Loyalty goes before what this guy doing, because you know this guy already had a couple of complications. You know what I'm saying? So let Florida go on a little losing streak and watch Spurrier be right there in the door. He's going to be somewhere down there. You know that. He ain't just going to give up no program because he was supposed to be trying to turn this over to his son.
Right.
But, you know, he's leaving already, man. And one more thing before I go, man. The hell with them Falcons. I hope New Orleans put a hole in that ass. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going to put one in yours.
Yeah. How about we put a hole in your ass? Turn your ass around, Vern. How about turn your ass around, Vern? And listen, the way that kind of came out just now, Vern, that didn't sound right. Okay? So, I don't get down like that, Vern. I don't know what you're doing, but that didn't come out right. I think I kind of knew what you meant by that, but it didn't sound right. No, sir, it didn't sound right. It did not sound right, baby. We don't swing like that around here. Oh. I could read chat for another hour. We got a bunch of great chat here, man. From JM2, maybe Spurrier's ego says if Mark Rick ever beat him, I will quit. I think I read that one. From Sluggo, best show on the planet. I've been trying to get Ish done for the last hour and 20. I read that one too. I think I read all of these. We got another whole page, a tree put together for me, man. All I got to say, man, is thank you so much. I appreciate it, Stewies. I appreciate the love, Stewies. Yes. Yes, I do. Without no you, there'd be no me. Yes, sir. Shouts out to the Tree of Life producing the show today. Thank you, Tree. I really, really do appreciate that as well. And we need a third hour. Shouts out to Waterhead Walter, assistant producer to the show. Dwayne Vassan, Gerald Oliveri, engineers to the show. Shouts out to you guys. Speaking of which, man, if you need an app for anything, holla at my folks at BV Mobile Apps. That's boyvictorymobileapps.com. BV Mobile Apps. They designed the Doug Stewart Show app. They can design yours. It doesn't take as long as you think to develop, and it doesn't cost as much as you think as well. So that's BV Mobile Apps. All right. We're working on that third hour, man. We are definitely working on that third hour. is coming. Check out all the gigs that we do on Fiverr.com. And break bread with your boy, all right? We'll do it again tomorrow, Throwback Thursday. Same Doug Stewart time, same Doug Stewart channel. Peace.